What else might people walk on? Footstep wise. Lava. Hmm? Broken glass. No. How about simple ones like grass, leaves? Come on, guys. Get with the program. If you're going to succeed in the games industry, you have to think of materials that you would walk on. Oh. Yes. Wood and metal, good idea. Water, probably not, because water is a gameplay material. That means you can't walk. Can anyone walk on fire? No. But anyway, actually, so this isn't anything in the game you could walk on yet anyway, because we could put Lily in here or whatever. Ah, we could put that anyway. We might as well make it anything in the game that you could walk on. Yeah, we don't want to do shallow water exactly because we don't want to confuse the gameplay. Okay, anyway, I just want this in here as an example right now. So the deal is, this is on wall set, which is let me go to here. So the idea is you can change ambiances or whatever every time you go from one of these to the other, like if you want to switch music or something. So like we could make this one a certain color. Make the other one a different color. Okay, so this one is going to be called, this is going to have sand. It's going to be called Audio Region East. And this one is going to be rock. It's going to be west. And so what I want to do is add some code that for now, when I go from one of these to the other, I want it to say audio region east, audio region west. All right. Okay. What is the purpose for splitting regions? What do you mean? When swapping heroes, will it swap the region back and forth? Good question. I also don't know what to do if you have clones on multiple regions. These are things that I'm going to have to ask people. Right now, I'm just going to worry about individual heroes. We're just putting this in. Okay, so on Entity Manager, we're going to have to maybe we want to put it no. No, I'm just gonna put it on Entity Manager. I could think of reasons why we would want to put it in game state, but we're not going to do that. So in reset, anyway. Oh, not null, but ting tang. And then we're going to go set audio region. Easy. Now, post undo, level start. Does level start? I never know. Does this call post undo reevaluate? Yes. So in post undo reevaluate, I could say okay, so I've got like an isWall@. Function, and it probably returns bool. Oh, we don't have a good way to map this. Okay, this kind of sucks. This is going to be a lot harder than I thought. Because the whole point of this wall data structure is that it's 3D and voluminous and so forth. It's a bit field, right? It's a 3D bit field. So the naive way of storing the audio region would be to store one number per square or whatever, which sucks. That sucks. It's massively, right now it's 1 bit per cube, right? So going from 1 bit per cube to 1 string per cube or even 1 integer per cube is quite a lot. The problem is how do I do that better? Like, okay, I could see kicking off a more expensive search if we know that you happened to transit between audio regions. But how do we even know that? Now that said, maybe this doesn't frickin' matter because the frickin' collision grid has a fucking pointer per cube right now. And our levels aren't that big. So I guess the real reason the wall sets are small is that our save data is small. But like in actual RAM, if you have a level that's 100 by 100 by, 100, that's huge vertically, but that's 1 million cubes, right? Which is not very much in terms of how much memory the computer can afford to store. So actually, suddenly, I am not that worried about it anymore. So what we could actually do is we could store so there's a time when we sort of rasterize this wall data into the global thing. And we can just save a pointer per cube at that time. The wall set for the thing. We could say something like this. If index is greater than or equal to 0, then set colon equals manager.wall sets per okay. Manager dot wall sets per cube, I don't know, sub index if set audio region manager comma if set and set audio region manager I am doing okay. I had a nap. I'm in a better mood after my nap. I am in a better mood after my nap. It was a long nap, dudes. It was like 45 minutes, which is really a lot. Okay. Okay. So this is another thing we're going to do. We're going to go audio wall sets per cube on Entity Manager. Changes on level load used for audio and maybe other stuff. Okay. Will it be easy to switch from C++? Well, that depends on what you mean by switch from C++. It super depends. It also depends on what your C++ code looks like. If it looks like modern C++ garbage, then the answer is it'll be easy to switch as long as you're willing to write code that looks completely different. Okay, so I'm gonna get this is really a using situation. Do that. Okay, so when we load, where do we merge all the wall data? Init wall data. Here we go. So on array reset, no, not array reset, resize. Let's just try that. Is it called universe name? Yeah, it is universe name because we use it right there. Okay, so overworld is allowed to be bigger, by the way. Index is get index, manage your wall data. Okay, so this grid index that we're getting, index, wait, what? Wall sets. Where did I frickin' put this? Why is that in Sokoban? I just tried to go to... What is going on with my editor? Oh, this is... Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Because we didn't do the part... Let's just do that. Okay. Great. init wall data. Okay, this is, if we see in wall set. Okay, so in the wall set case, here we go. We get the index. What did I call it? Wall manager wall sets per cube index equals set. Great. All right. Wait, it said east and then west and then nothing. WTF. WTF. Why did it do that? Whoa, really? Hold on. Hold on. We're not printing the universe name for some reason, the level name. Maybe because we don't have a current one. Like, seriously, where is it? I didn't expect to see that error so quickly. Come on, let's set the level. Bean definition decorator. We all need a bean definition decorator in our life. Who are you kidding? Level palette. Wall. Okay, yeah. Those frickin' go. Those frickin' go. All right. Wait, what? Why did that die? Because I did something incorrectly. Yeah. With regard to resetting the array or the audio region, I don't even know what. Let's see. My beans need huge factories to live in. Wait, I said free the address of audio region. That's stupid. That is not the way. There we go. Audio region east. Oh, but we don't, okay, yeah. We don't update, but we do on undo. West, east, west, east. See, it's working. I just have to now do it when there we go. Easy. Easy. So did we get an east in the start? Oh. Yeah. Okay, so let's commit that. You know what? Let's Benny test it just because we could use the stress test, but I believe that that'll be good. And then while that Benny test is running, I can send the email. When you switch characters, will the audio region switch immediately? Oh, that's a good point. That won't affect the Benny test, but let's see. I believe that it won't update immediately. It's a good point. Yeah. Yeah. So it doesn't update till they step, but we can easily fix that by going to okay, instead of doing all this get active hero stuff, update audio region. Let's just do this. All right, so we could do that there, and then there, and then like that. So now it doesn't switch till they step. No, it should, I think. Maybe. I don't know. We'll ask the audio people about it. You know, it's a good question because maybe you don't want the sound flailing if you switch through 3 characters or something, right? I'll ask them. It's easy to toggle it either way now. What is an audio region? It's just something that the audio people can use. So, okay, so the reason why we're doing this is let's actually run the executable that we just built. That'll be faster. And I actually, so they want to do audio for skipping stones here. And where's my profiler? Here we go. Oh, stack trace disabled, but I think we're probably spending a long time simulating entities on this level. See, this has a totally separate iProf. Oh, this is all rendering. Okay, anyway. So the idea is, you know, if I'm in this island and I go to this island, I solve this puzzle and get to this island, that's progress, and maybe they want to know that and do some sounds based on that. And then especially if I go from like this biome to this deserty biome, they want to know, right? And then if I advance later to like, you know, down here, like basically when you make, like this is a major change, getting from here to here is major and represents big progress, right? You know, so you can sort of see different areas on the map have different character, and yeah. So I just want to make a little example of the, so here I could say starting island, right? I could say right, I could say second island. Right? Like whatever. So why are we saving so many things? We must be upgrading some entities. I don't know. Anyway. Okay. Audio region starting island. Oh, I need to turn off cheats. So if I'm playing here, right, and I do these, then I get across. So we get a checkpoint, but now it's like second island, right? If I go back, it's like starting island. Yeah, you can just win right now by walking on the boat. We'll fix that eventually. I need to fix the ocean. We need to do an ocean rendering update at some point. That's another thing I have to fix. I forgot to put that on the to-do list, but okay. Drat, I didn't get my map view. Look at all these things. This isn't even the levels. These are the levels you play to get to the levels. All right? You can't just play the levels, guys. You can't just play the levels. Oh. I think I remember this level. I've played it before. And yet... How do I do this? Ah, yes. I go here and put that there. Lol. You can't breathe on me. Whoops. do I do this one? How do I do this one? I believe I do it like this. Okay, but that doesn't help me. Oh, because then I do that. And I do that. And then I do that. Bro! And now I bet I have to do something really tricky. I gotta get that thing out of there. I don't remember how to do the end of this level, guys. This was... Oh, yeah, okay. No. That's the sauce right there. Then I kind of feel like doing that. Maybe that was a mistake. I feel like that was a mistake. Well, it depends on what I'm trying to do. Oh, I used the thing itself. Yeah, okay. The thing is, I need this guy on the black square south of where I'm standing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, baby. This level is a level that I made. It's a very silly, simple level. It's a very silly, simple level. Does this have a world streaming system? No, it's not going to need it. The size of graphics data that we're going to need to hold is not that big. Okay, Benny test. While we are Benny testing, I will write an email. Okay. I added some fields on wall set that should be useful for audio stuff. The first one is audio region, which is a string you can set to whatever. I set this for the first couple islands on Skipping Stones. For now, it just outputs a message. It just outputs this causes set audio region in sound to get called. For now, that function just outputs a message on the HUD so you can see it's working, but of course you can hook this to the sound system in any way you want. I also added a what's it called? Footstep material enum in case we want to use that. The enum selection in the entity panel is not good currently, but we could probably adapt it to use the UI. Right now, they can change them on a per level basis, but and I guess on islands they can use the, so maybe they won't want a material setting, but maybe for when characters are walking on lily pads, force fields, other characters, etc. Okay. Some questions we should answer about this. Should we switch the audio region when you cycle through characters? Right now I do, but this might lead to spammy sound. We could easily have it not change until a character moves or until you've been on a new character for a certain amount of time without switching off. We just need to know the desired behavior here. What happens if a character is floating above an island, e.g. on a double beam, or is standing on a rock and not on the surface? Right now, this won't cause the audio system, the audio region to switch. I suspect we will want it to switch in these cases, but figured we should test it out before getting picky. What about when there are multiple active clones in different audio regions? Right now we just punt on this, and maybe the answer is we don't use these on those levels. I know. Okay. Am I on the overworld? I am on the overworld. See, you just write an email and then your thing is done. All right. Commit. Added audio region stuff. Wow, it resaved all the frickin' paint data on skipping stones. I don't want to do this, really. I'm going to say paint data. I just saved out skipping stones for the audio region stuff. See next email, and it's resaved every single paint data in the level, looks like, or at least least a lot of them. 650 plus. This seems bad, so I'm not going to check again. Okay. I've just got to make sure. Okay. Okay, great. Great. Okay. So I'll grab my email that I wrote. I will send it to the people. Okay. The people have that email. That is good. Very good. Okay. So I have a chance to switch cloud. 9. Oh, geez. We'll do it later. Okay. This has been good. That was, see, you want to turn things around quickly. Like, okay. One of the things that happened in the past several years, because I've had so many projects going on, is that sometimes things come up that people need and I kind of don't get to them very quickly. Which on the one hand, I shouldn't have to do everything. But on the other hand, in a company as small as this, I kind of still have to do a lot, right? And it's just not good to do that. Like, you want to turn things around quickly if you can. So, yeah, this was good. Good that I turned that around. It means the audio people will be able to do things. It means, so the people on the programming team who asked about this now has an example of how to implement this kind of thing, so that if they want to later do a similar thing, they could do it like this and whatever. So that was good. That was good. Yes. And now I'm going to warm up some more tea, but we have a problem, or by we have a problem, I mean, I have a problem. And that problem is, why is my video going? That problem is, these viewer thingies that I guess I probably did the blending on the stream a while back. Let me go to the beginning of the overworld. Oh, wait, where am I? I'm there. Okay. So these level viewer things that we have, these thingies, they apparently don't work in some cases, like when they're over water and such, because they're translucent things. And I didn't, So in this kind of engine, which is like a forward rendering engine, you have to do translucent things differently, as I discussed with Casey in the rendering stuff in water video, right? So yeah, here's one. I'm going to put this one like halfway over. All right, so I'm just going to put my character in their place. Whoops. That's the wrong one. I'm so confused about the layout of the level. Anyway. Yeah, so see, I didn't think she was over. I don't know why. It keeps putting me right. I'm gonna just have to. Is there a teleporter back here? Oh, wait. That's a frickin' teleporter. Hold on. Ha ha. Okay. Anyway. So see how when I step on this, you can see it over the opaque surfaces, but not the translucent ones. That's because the ocean is drawing on top of it, and it is not writing to the Z buffer. So we need to actually draw this after the ocean or something like that. We have to mark it as translucent anyway. What does forward rendering engine mean? It's complicated. It means there's different. Most rendering engines these days are some flavor of forward rendering. It just means that you sort of are drawing things back to front, but with doing translucent things in a special way. The sound is annoying. Yeah, we just haven't done sound for this yet. Like, the game's not done, guys. Like, you're hearing every moving thing in the overworld with no background ambiences, and of course it's going to sound terrible. This is a very complicated game. Yes, it is. It is crazy that we're writing the game and the engine and the compiler all at once with a very small company and succeeding, by the way. Let me just point that out. We're designing the programming language, building the compiler, building the game engine, and building the game all at once. Let me ask you, how many engineers would Twitter need to do all this? Just asking, hypothetically. How many engineers would Twitter need? Google. Now that said, we definitely could use a few more programmers, which is why we're hiring right now. Like, we could do this faster with more people, but we're still succeeding with the number of people we have. I'm just going to go back over here and send another email. Overworld playability. Plan is to have an overworld milestone. Is there a quick thing we can do to attenuate, kill these sounds if they are far? Question mark. We can use, is it called get screen index? Get screen index. Yeah, we can use get screen index to know if they are on the same screen as the player, and wrapped distance to know how far they are linearly. Okay. Cool. On the subject of we're replying to a podcast right now that we want to schedule a podcast date. Okay, great. I hope you guys like this annoying sound forever. Let me let's go into whatever level this is. Oh, it's trials. We have musics. Etc. Etc. We should keep the overworld loaded, I think. Can I explain what are the suns with numbers? That's just when... Let me get off this again. When we're loading textures that need to be compressed, because you just have the raw bitmap on disk, we do that. That just means there are textures compressing in the background. just going to play this level. Why? Because I want to play a level. Why does the mirror not tilt? Oh, I think I know why. Anyway. Oops. Forget what the best way is. I think if I do this. I think I could put it Why do so many games have their first level on some sort of tropical island setting? I don't. Besides Far Cry, what games are you thinking of? Doom is not on a tropical island setting. I was about to say Dyson Sphere program is not on a tropical island setting, but it kind of is. Shenzhen IO is not on a tropical island setting. Crisis. Okay, I got to deal with this blend issue. But I want my tea to steep and I want some licorice. Yeah, there's no going to get licorice during a crank session. That is not a legal move. How do you distinguish between good and bad licorice? Good licorice is what I really like. Twizzlers, I'm not that into, but red vines are surprisingly not bad for trash candy, you know? what do we do about this? I need to see how things are tagged. So we say is translucent material. Okay. What does that mean? That should be, you know, I could delegate this. This is a task that I could delegate and that other people who are rewriting the rendering engine right now would be able to solve more efficiently than me. We added the entity type viewer to display the level screenshots on the overworld. Unlike the old HUD thing, the idea is it is placed in the world, customized for each screen, etc. It fades in and out, so it needs to be rendered as a translucent, but it looks like that stuff has changed since last time. Since last time I looked at the code, so I figure Salvador or Francis could make this happen more efficiently than I can, or tell me what to do and I can go make the tweaks. Okay. Cool. So that is that. Okay. Could the new Samsung RAM solve problems with games going to memory? No. I mean, I already poured my tea, guys. No. I mean, I don't know. So even if it's like twice as fast sometimes or all the time, okay, great. Now instead of 500 cycle cache misses, you have 250 cycle cache misses. That's still very slow. So you need to avoid it, right? You would need, in order to remove the penalty of going to memory, you would need it to behave more like an L2 cache, which would be like 30 cycles. It would need to get more than 10 times faster. Wait, the RAM does processing on some data sets without going to CPU? That sounds like useless garbage. That sounds like it's made for neural net people, is all. It sounds like multiply all these memory locations by 1.7 or something. Yeah, games aren't going to be able to use that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's for neural networks. So it's not useless garbage if you're making neural networks, but it is useless garbage if you're making a game. Nobody in games can use that unless they're doing neural networks. The point is, like, if you're going to have a big loop where, well, so for example, even if you're going to set a bunch of memory to 0 right now, that part is probably useful. Right now, if you're going to set a bunch of memory to 0, you have to like actually write to each location. Right? When you do like mem set on an x64 CPU, that actually writes to each memory location. Whereas if you can just tell the memory, hey, zero out this 8 megabytes starting at this location, then that's very cheap for the CPU. The CPU can go do other stuff while that's happening, right? Or set to a particular value instead of zeroing it. So then you can imagine going further than that, right? Like for this entire region, consider this entire region as being two float A, float B, float A, float B, right? And then multiply A by B and store back into A, right? Then you could do math without going to the CPU, right? And this idea has been around for a long time. It's been around since I've been in college. What was it called? There was some acronym for it. And it was really about like having small and simple processors very close to memory. It wasn't exactly about having the memory itself do the thing, but it was pretty close. How big are chunks of cache? Cache lines, 32 bytes. How many of them? It depends on what CPU you buy. Could be 64 bytes, could be 16 bytes, depends on what chip you're talking about. Why do they make it complicated when the answer is easy? Don't use Java. No, I mean, if you're actually one of the few high performance programmers in the world, you can use this stuff to make your software go a lot faster. It does have real utility, just not for most applications. Apple put the RAM in the CPU die. Yeah, that's a little bit of a different thing too. But, people are figuring out ways to deal with these situations. People are figuring out the ways. Okay. So, I have delegated that task to people who will know what to do. That is great. I am learning not to do everything myself. I now have 2 very scrambled to-do lists. I kind of want to take another look at pulling, because we did a lot of little graphical things yesterday. Like there's still this thing that happens when you pull stuff and it goes too far out of the square and it looks sloppy, right? I think it happens mostly when turning, and I just want to see if I can make it less sloppy. Delegating was a mistake. No, this is a very small and simple thing. Like, I don't know the cases in which this happens. Maybe it's just pulling. Maybe I was just looking at thief levels. I don't know. I don't think so. No, I don't think it was thief levels. Although I could, so right now, this is kind of a hacked thing. Like as I pull it, it kind of goes up and down. I could change it to be more like the other things. And I could at least get rid of that extra little bump there. Although maybe it's good to have something. Why does she keep turning back? Do I plan to change the fast movement system from time warping? It has not been time warping in a long time. Oh, unless you mean just the character animations play faster, but it doesn't time warp the rest of the level. This is weird because I was seeing this kind of oversteppy behavior somewhere else, but we use Blender? No, we use Maya or something. Which reminds me, I still need to do the frickin' transformation matrix switchover. I think I will just, let me just play some levels. And then when I see the overpull problem happen in one of the levels, we'll have a repro case. Back push was my level. These ones we might not be able to play. Let me see. Okay, this one I've played. Yeah. Whoops, I went too far. Okay, I played this. All right, so this one. Very easy. A little too easy. It's an intro, though. So I think these will go at the same time no matter what. Yeah. Oh, but I can, okay, never mind. So he can go there, and then she can go there, and that'll work. That's cool. That should be more like the first one. Easies. Easies. Also easy. I don't understand the point of this one. Is that this might be an alternate first one? There's a particular type of organization technique for staying focused. No, people ask me this a lot, which leads me to believe it's a major problem for people. Like, the way I stay focused is that I want to do my work. I want to do my work, so I don't have a problem doing my work. If you don't want to do your work, I don't know what to say. All right. Like, if you're looking for some magic scheduling thing to help with the fact that you don't want to do your work, I don't know what to say about that. You just maybe need discipline, or you need to be doing something better than what you're doing. Oh, this is right. This is this level. Yeah, this one is trivially solvable like this. Okay. This one, I was going to say I remember this one, but I don't. It just reminds me of another one. All right, so we've got an exit that we could push into the water at any time. That I do not see the point of the smash block, because she could just go there. And she goes there. That's not very... I think that level doesn't work the way... Okay. So this one, it's a very small trick. It's just... you need to do that. I mean, I think I can solve this in the following way. Just send that one across. I'll send the stone back. Right. Oh, actually, we didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. See, the problem is, if I send both of these over there, I don't get either of them back. That's sort of the trick. But I do feel like this is sort of my only real first move? Question mark? But then I kind of see my next move, would be like sending this across, but then that's not good, because then I have both exits on that side and no way to deal with that. See, the reason, so I need the monster on the north, because that is how, like, the warrior has to push the monster off with a rock. That's how we get him off that exit. Oh, well. Oh, he could just ride on the thing. That's probably not intended. So that exploits the level right there. Let me see what the intended... No test load. All right. This one I've already solved. This one... I do not know. So I kind of need... I actually don't know how to do this. So I'm thinking something like this. But that's not right, because we need to get an exit across. So we need to do this at some point so that she can get on there. Oh, this is tricky. Okay. Whoops. So this guy's going to go around and do this. That's a little rough because now he cannot use that stone. In the way that he wants to, but now okay, problem here is see, I want to push these buttons on the same spot. Yeah. That's a problem. Like, I can't ever push this guy north, no matter what. I don't see how to do this. I don't see how to do this. Oh, okay. For some reason, I wanted to push him to the right there, but we could instead go for an approach such as okay, that's fine. Except no, it's not. See, now I can't really push this monster east and then south because I need to get the stone back and I can't. Oh, and yeah, it has to be right. Let me see what the solution is. Yeah, okay. That's what I was trying to do. I just couldn't figure out how to do it. Like, you need to sink the stone on top of both buttons. Two buttons do not trigger each other, but they land sort of in the same spot. So then you have to put them in the water and then sink the stone into the water. Because you can't, once this exit is on the other side, right? You only have one stone in the dude. So standing on both the buttons means you can't do anything. So how do I do this? Oh, I could maybe get this guy to the... edge and then push him south later. It's an issue. See, once I start using a stone to push one of these guys, I cannot get the guy back without pushing him in the wall. Oh. No, see, because now I don't have space to get in there and push the dude. This is tricky. I just want to know the answer. I'm going to cheat at this game. Wait, what? How did that work? So you push a stone across to cycle it from the bottom to the top. Like, what makes this? What makes this? So he kind of pushes them both to the right, and then the top one south. Yeah? Oh, it's easy. Never mind. Why was I having such a hard time with this? Like, this is actually very simple. You just do that, and then you cycle it over, and then this stone is free, and then, yeah. That's very weird to me that I had that much of a problem with that, but I did. Oh, whoops. Okay. Ow. Okay, so here we have a dragon. We have a priest on top of this antsy guy. So that's bad for me. So we need to, whoops. We need the goblin. I actually don't know if this level's solvable because we were having some discussion about what the behavior would be. But she's floating, so actually, why doesn't that push the button? Oh, the other button on his head. Duh. Duh. There we go. Okay, cool. I didn't really see the overpull problem happening. If I can't solve it, how could you possibly? Some people will solve it. Don't worry about it. Well, I think the thing to do next is I'm going to go back to the simulate cosmetic only, which is a thing I've been working on this week. I factored a bunch of code out of the draw function into here. And the thing is, it does some stuff that's slow, like it iterates over all entities, and we don't really want to do that. So most of this is fine. Have we started profiling? No, we don't. Like, we don't have a quickly running graphics engine yet. Yeah, once we have, we could see what DirectX 12 has got going on, right? How many enable OpenGLs do we have? A lot, but not as many as we used to. Okay. So we're going to see what happens here. Could be grim. Oh, it doesn't even compile. That's probably my fault. Where's make location? It looks like it's supposed to be that one. Not all control paths return a value. That doesn't sound good. Well. That was a goof. That is quite possibly my goof as well. Why am I not getting source code for this? Like, it's just not changing the window. It knows where it is. It's just not. That's weird. Visual Studio. Am I right? Set graphics root descriptor table. Well, it doesn't like that data structure for some reason. Or something. I'm not going to debug it. Fix DX12 goofs. Oh my god, dude. Overworld paint data. Okay. Okay. This we want to revert. Okay. Let's update. We have an update in it in a little bit. Now is a fine time for an update. If OpenGL is so bad, why is it used instead of Vulkan? Because don't bother me. Okay. Yes, there might be a difference between those two things, just maybe. Just maybe. Well, it is mostly pointless for Vulkan. Like, the only platforms that we would target with Vulkan are Android and Linux, neither of which are we going to make money with for a commercial game that you actually pay to get? So, I mean, we might do a Vulkan port, but the highest probability of a Vulkan port is like if NVIDIA revamps one of their consoles that's using ARM or something, right? What's the fastest way to go out of business? Spend a lot of time and energy porting your game to Linux. Hands off your Tux Racer. You know what? So I opened my Ubuntu laptop and I went to the software store, and it's not called Tux Racer anymore. There's some other game that is still Tux Racer, but it has a different name. Let me see. Where's my laptop? Like literally, you go to the Ubuntu Software Center. Okay, well, this laptop cannot stay suspended for more than a day either. Can't believe I am Linuxing up. All right. Ban. All right. Software catalog is being downloaded. Where's games? Games. Now I just have a ... I don't know what that means. I have a white screen with ... I'm clicking on ... Nothing is happening. I think that means there's nothing in category of games, but I can't tell. Which is weird because I swear I saw frickin' some version of Tux Racer. Tux Racer is now called ... Where is it? Is it just not under... I know I saw it. Oh, I clicked on it again and now it loaded. Now there's a bunch of little icons. I actually don't see Tux Racer. I see Capman, which is Pac-Man, but spelled differently. All sorts of really great games. Oh, it's Super Tux Kart. That's what I saw. Super Tux Kart is the new Linux game. I tell you, people who make things for Linux are super creative and have great ideas. Do I think there's any hope for Windows getting better? No, I think Windows is on eternal downhill slide. The best you can hope for is that they're kind of unable to do more than bug fixes because they made it too complicated. And so it like asymptotes to something where that keeps it from getting too much worse. Is Braid still on Linux? You can get it for Linux on Humble Store or something, but we're not on the Ubuntu Software Center anymore because it was too much of a pain in the ass and nobody ever bought it. You don't think OS X or Linux will get any better? Well, I have very little OS X experience, but Linux sure doesn't seem to be getting any better to me over time. What was wrong with Ubuntu Store? There's just way too many, like 50% of your users make support requests because their system is janky. So you get an insane number of support requests and yet very few sales. That's what's wrong with it. Like nobody buys things from the Ubuntu Software Center, basically. But the people who do buy things will complain to you all day and tell you that your thing doesn't work on their specially packaged weird ass machine, right? You have to delete Xcode to update OS X. I believe it. It's got to be easier to make Linux better than to make something new. No, because modern operating systems are so complicated, as you say. Yes, but that's the problem. They should not be as complicated as they are. They should be 100 times simpler than they are, at least, and that's not an exaggeration. You just have to charge $2,000 per game. That still wouldn't be enough. Like, it is not a support request. Probably costs a large fraction. It might not quite cost $2,000 for us to handle, but it's in that area. So like, I mean, a new support request, if it's a common thing that we field all the time and we can just send it back in email, that's no big deal. But if it's something we have to investigate and fix and deploy a fix, that's more than $2,000 easily. Is it this way because modern OSs date back 30 years? That's part of the problem, but another part of the problem is that the people who make the OSs are not incentivized to make them simple and good. They're incentivized to trap people into the OS by making it complicated. What would be the first step to make the OS simpler? Delete all the source code. Do I have any interest in these modern games people are making for old systems? No, not really. I mean, they're funny sometimes. Like Halo 2600 was funny, but it wasn't like a game that I want to play, except because it's funny. Do I think that it is possible to make software that can last more than, say, 50 years? I can almost guarantee you that there is software running right now that is 50 years old. 50 years ago was 1971. Yeah, there's probably there's probably some VAX VMS machines still running in banks somewhere or something. Is it possible to make a system with the same level of customization as Linux but doesn't have the same problems? Yes, easily. Customization is not the problem. What do I think of microkernels? I mean, I'm not very familiar with traditional microkernel architectures, but yes, any actual operating system that you would make today would at least be microkernel-ish in the sense that you're trying not to have very much stuff in the kernel. You're trying to have as much as you can in user space. And the kernel's job is more about coordinating those user space activities. Did Braid make me financially independent? What does financially independent mean? Like, sure, if I wanted to never work again, I probably could have. But then I spent all the money making another game. So maybe not. Like, what do you mean? Okay. Thoughts on agile development? No. Why do people keep asking me that? Kernel only handles IPC, virtual memory, and scheduling. Okay, cool. So now get rid of virtual memory, and you're getting somewhere. Okay. So I want to not iterate over all entities. So the first thing I could do is factor out this tree and freezer, because those are like gameplay entities. The thing is, in a particular level, there might be like several thousand inanimates. At least. In the overworld, there could be even much more than that. But here, for tree and freezer, it's like, well, there's probably not that many. So okay, so here we already have freezer. All right, so we can get rid of that. Oh, we set default render outputs over. Okay. All right, so hold on. So we have to find, do we have a tree loop? No, we don't. So down here where we do freezer or something, we're going to go easy. You think it's a form of advertising this language? I mean, not really. A little bit, but like when I would do the demos and stuff, that was a little bit. But this is just me chilling and programming, really. Okay. So I'm going to try taking this out. So in this save, we have default render outputs, right? Yeah, anyway. So we're going to get rid of this. Okay, so inanimate, tree, and freezer are the three things we are most worried about. E. Okay, that's the tree and tree to output effect colors. So we don't have to do this here, sort of, except okay, we could do this in the in note change in the editor. I'm just a little, ugh. This is something that has a high probability of causing problems, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, so the deal is, when you edit things in the editor, look at all these editor files. Where does note change live? Okay, let me just say, okay, so refresh render outputs for entity types where the output color is not dynamic, such as inanimate, of which there may be many thousands on a map. We copy the entity color first, the output effect color, etc. here. Then we don't need to do it every frame. Okay. We are going to do these things. Set default render outputs. And then okay. Great. Now everything is hopefully not going to be broken. Abstract plan factory bean. I wish I had an abstract plan factory bean. Don't you wish you had an abstract plan factory bean like I do? Okay. So right now, see, we're not actually changing the color every frame. As I drag the color circle, you can see that the override color box on the far right of the screen is changing color. But the entity itself that I selected is not changing color, but it will when I let go. And the reason for that is because we put a color update into note change down there, but we didn't do one into this kind of thing. So like for continuous callbacks like this, I think we need another thing. Okay. Anyway. I'm going to try the new Loop Hero game. What is Loop Hero? What is the new Loop Hero game? Do we support futures coroutines? No. You battle on a literal loop. What does that even mean? Have I considered asking total beginners what they think is easiest to understand? No, I have not considered that and will not consider that. Until we're, I mean, I might do that kind of thing when we're basically done. Does a chef who is working hard to make the best food go ask people who eat at McDonald's how to make his food? He does if he's a McDonald's chef. That is a good point. That is a good point. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, so again, as we drag it, it doesn't move. That's another thing that we have to fix. As we rotate it, it's not going to rotate. These are all very bad. Probably this works, though. Oh, it doesn't. Why didn't that do a thing? What? Because that calls frickin' note change. Is there a different note change? Or is default, I think default render outputs is supposed to do, oh. Okay. No, actually, this doesn't. What? Are we noting change at the wrong time? Are we noting? Okay. Investigations are warranted. We might be calling note change before. Oh, we are. No. Okay, let's just see. Are we baking ambient occlusion? No. We do not do ambient occlusion. We do global illumination, which is a little bit similar, but not really. Ambient occlusion is a way of faking global illumination. I guess I should load this up every time. What GI method are we using? We're just rendering the scene from points on the object. Okay, so I want to see if we hit refresh render outputs. Open world. When I do the following thing. We do. It is 5. Huh. Whoa, what? Oh, visual position is not set right. I didn't think that was the problem. Yeah, okay. So it's just I thought that was the first thing I thought of, and then I discounted that possibility. Oh, and I discounted it because orientation wasn't updating. And that wouldn't affect orientation at all. So now I'm extra... Oh, maybe they're just separate problems. Okay, so here we're going to go to the position. We're going to go 5. There we go. Orientation. Oh, right. It's just because this is a widget, right? So like, if I actually... Oh, an undo. Frack. Okay, no, that is working right there. Undo doesn't work. Okay. I kind of need to know which entities you changed. Let's call it what it is. Entities needing editor refresh. Okay. Okay. Great. We need to get this scrape shit out of undo. Probably. Or do it differently. Buffer it. Okay, so we're going to say entities.allocator is temp, and then for entities, refresh render outputs it. Oh, forgot to make that optional. Okay, now we do the things. We're going to rotate it. We're going to move it. And then I'm going to Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Let's do that with multiple things to prove that it works for all of them. Move, move, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Awesome. Great. Happy day. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? It's going good for me, except that we need these manips and stuff. We could just, for everything in this selection, update render outputs. Like that actually doesn't seem that bad. Refresh render outputs. Draw editor view. Render editor frame. Okay. For safeties, to be very conservative, we update render outputs. We refresh render outputs on all selected entities each frame to make sure we echo changes on the screen. We refresh in note change, but that doesn't happen for continuous color changes or manipulator drags. We could put refreshes into all those cases, but maybe it's just better to do this. Warning. Question. Is it possible to modify then deselect something in the same way? If so, we should refresh on deselect. Okay, so there we go. We get selection.entities, and then well, for selected, refresh, what's it called? Render outputs it. Okay. So that should solve our problems to a first approximation. Working on cover letters for like a job or what? What if you move a group, then move a single entity? Well, that should work. All right, here we go. Now we're continuously updating again. We're continuously rotating again. Life is good. We're echoing the color changes. Whoop, let's get those meshes out of the way. We're echoing the color changes as they happen. That's great. We can make things purple. Freaking awesome. Yeah. Well, I think we could probably check this in, although I wanted to check trees, which are like a Heroes 3 thing. Why is my bard not able to move? What is going on? That should really not have anything to do with anything I did. Can the bard just not move ever? Oh my god, the bard is moving. Look, I can play. Wait, why is the bard not? Oh, yeah, okay. So what we really need, I forgot this part. So this set default render outputs in simulate here. We need to actually do that. Okay. Weird mechanic, yes. Hey, look, I can play the game. Game looks good though, don't it? Isn't it laggy? No. Why do you think it would be laggy? It actually looks, I mean, this is a debug build, but it actually is running okay for me. Oh no, Mr. Streamer, why is there flickering in the red force field? Mr. Streamer. I should probably, so this is mostly fine, except I think we're going to want to, in advance, when we start this move, probably start turning the goblin right toward the enemy. Anyway. Refund. Refund. Mr. Streamer. Why does your game... Okay. Well, I kind of want to play a little bit more to make sure that we didn't introduce more problems. And there's a level that I want to play and figure out more. Although we should play that level in debug build, actually, because it's the one where we had the crash. No, we'll play it in release, and I just won't reset. Okay. I was playing this level and then we stopped to like do beam effect things that have now been done. And so I'm going to continue trying to figure it out. Okay, how many gems? I should have access to like 2 gems, I think. I have 1 there. Maybe I only have 1. Okay. I know I figured out how to get 2 before. Let's see if we could figure that out. Well, I forget why. Oh, I wanted to do that to clear the stone out, I think. So I need to get back in there. Oh no, that right. Okay, I get the gem by using this gem. I get it. Okay. Yes. Okay, that's gem number 2. I go back and get this gem back, and I'm good. Okay. Next. So this stone, you could sort of move across the map. I'm not sure what that's for. So one thing I want to do is like put these 2 mirrors to my right in sync, because like when I use them, it toggles, like these stones are out of parity with each other, right? But you want them in parity with each other. Oh, and I guess the way that I would do that. Oh, that's easy actually. Well, okay. If I could get through these bars, this would be how to do it, right? So now they're in parity with each other, but the problem is I'm stuck in here. Okay. And to get out, I have to throw them out of parity again. So the question is, how do I do that? If there were some other stone I could get in there, that would do it. But I don't see another mirror in line with that vertical spot where I was just standing. If I could do a through beam or something. Like there's all these options of bouncing beams off mirrors and stuff. Like we could go down here and do a beam. That won't let me go through the gate there, but it'll let me go through the walls. I'm not sure what the use of that is at this time. Oh, I remember now, actually, because I've played this a little bit. I can do some stuff here, right? So like I can go ting, tang, tang. Tang, tango, and cash. And now I have 3. Okay, what else will that double beam do? It'll let me go in that square if I can open this. And then I could get that gem on the left, I think, because there's no gate there. So the open beam is here on the left, right? So let me just go through here. Okay, so there we have an open beam plus like 3 additional gems. Okay. So now actually, this means I can't open that gate from this side, but I could open it from the other side if I get in there. If I get in there, I can get out. How do I get in there? Can't get in there with the double beam. What are my beams? I have that through beam. It's not... I need like the... I need like that beam, but that beam is in... Like I need like this frickin' beam. I guess that's the wind beam. Is that... I can't tell the colors. What frickin' beam is that? Strong. Okay. Well, that's weird. Anyway. Is there like an actual exit or is it... I don't see an actual exit. Oh no, there is one. It's right there. So I'm trying to get here. Okay. So strong beam, through beam, double beam. Mirrors. Okay, I could mirror into there. Okay, I can through beam mirror into there. I see it. I see it. I see it. Okay. Okay. I go here. I go there. I go there. Bammo, baby. Now we're up to 4. I have 3 in my inventory, 1 on the ground. Is this promised? No. But it is influenced by it. Okay. I'm up to 4. What beams have we got? We got that one in all the frickin' bars there. How am I to get that one? Was that a smash beam? So we have a smash beam, which I really do not see. Can that intersect with a double beam? Where's the double beam? Right there. Oh, yeah, it can, but not in a seemingly useful place. But yeah, we do seem... So there's this gem here, which I don't see how we get that without a smash. Oh, okay, I can solve this now, actually. Wait, hold on. Why am I being a goofball? So I do that. Oh, I can't actually... Wait, why don't I do this? Why am I a goofball? I could do this. Oh no, because that blocks both mirrors. Can't do it by blocking a mirror. Okay, I could try some good old-fashioned mirror teleportation. That doesn't get me in there. I don't see how mirror teleportation can get me in there. What is my theory for... Okay, so that one in the bottom left of the screen, if I can trip the thing, then if I can activate the mirror, the rock goes in, and then I go into the corner and activate it again. The question is, how do I get to a place where I could activate that mirror? It doesn't really look doable without... I don't know. How would I activate that? Oh, wait. No. I just need to get in that corner. So that stone that's blocking the green beam, if I get in there, that room, I can toggle that mirror. But how do I get out? That's a whole other question. How do I get in? I don't freaking know how I'm supposed to get in. Also, why is there a frickin' gem beam? Oh, wait, is that an altar? That's an altar beam or... Hold on. We need to make these easier to read. That's an altar... Oh, God. Okay, that's an altar beam. That changes everything. What does altar beam do? So if I do this, we have altar and smash. And there is an altar smash square down there. And that is the money spot in some sense. Except maybe not. How do do I even get down there? Oh, that's the... Dude, it's so confusing. I go up here, right? Yeah. So, Alter Smash is pretty good if you can make it happen. Oh, it's right here. Duh. Double Smash. Oh, Alter Double. But that's in a wall. So Alter Double would let me go 3 squares, but that's in a wall. Hmm. I don't have a theory for what to do with that. What happened to that stone that I could sort of move up the pipeline? Where'd that go? It's down there. So what can I do with that? I can move. So this stone down here, I can go to there, and then to there, and then to like, I think up here, like there, and then to there, and then into the altar beam. And then, yep, that's the trick. Okay, yeah, that's the trick. Okay, watch this. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, now my exit here is blocked, so I have to like go around, but I can do that now. Maybe I could have done it before. Oh, yeah. So then, bam, bam, bam. Okay, except I need to go here and be in the smash beam. Oh, that's in a different room. Okay, no, I need to do... I need to do it here. Sorry. So I'm in the smash... It's hard to see through the beams, but I'm in the smash beam. So I go smash. Now we have a rubble on that square. And then I go alter smash. And we get rid of that ting-tangler. Okay. Now what? What do we do? What do we do now? What are my theories for these other ones? How do I get through those frickin' bars? I've got a mirror in. Problem is I can't. I don't... What mirrors can even see this one? Oh, I can mirror in from... Except I can't. Like, you have to be in the same room as the mirror, so that limits the ranges of the mirrors substantially. Should make alter beams, alter mirror mechanics. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Oh, weird. So when I was picking up gems before, they were kind of flailing around and not really being in the right sockets. But now they're actually attached to the dude in a reasonable way. I don't really understand how that is. If you got to the square 2 east of the glow, could I mirror to the cage? 2 east of the glow. I don't know what the glow is. Do you mean like here? No, because I'm not in the same room as the mirror. In the long vertical column. This one? Okay, the rendering is busted on this, but apparently the answer is yes. Okay, that is tricky. That is tricky. This is a good puzzle solution. The rendering is broken again, but interesting. So this time it's broken because we're wrapping to the wrong place. Yeah, no, that's good. Good catch. I somehow didn't even think of that. Boom. Bam. Now I'm stuck. Oh no, I can get out. Okay, awesome. Now, how many do we even have left? Not that many. There's this Ting Tangler and that one. There's 2 left. It's weird, like, now the gems are wrong again. I'm doing something. It's like they're right under some circumstance and wrong every other time. I'll have to look into it. Anyway. So we've got the swapper gem and the weird corner gem. A weird corner gem we can activate from through beam blocker room. I don't know how to get into through beam blocker room. Gem jiggle physics. That is it. Okay, what are my theories about these alternating guys? Like, oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I could theoretically smash that stone if I were standing in this square, because I could have double beam, smash beam. But to stand in that square, I need through beam as well. And that's no good. Wait, no, because the smash beam, no, it would be alter beam there, because the smash beam goes straight up. Never mind. Smash beam doesn't hit a mirror. What is my theory for how to get in there? I really don't know. So let's check the column. Yeah. So, like, legit. Oh, wait. I know the trick. Okay, I've been thinking in my head that I have to get past that stone, but I don't have to get past that stone, guys. I just have to be in the wall in the same quad, bro. Okay, that is baller. So I go to here, which, why would anyone go that far? You can't go anywhere. Oh, yeah? There we go. There we go. That's the magic right there. And then we come over here. We hide there. We get the thing. We get out, just like Solid Snake. Okay. Can I imagine an overhead view on magnitudes? No, I literally cannot. That is beyond my imagination. Okay, so we have one gem left, and it's this toggler guy. I mean, unless I have 8, but I don't think I do. Yeah. So, what do I even do? Okay, suspiciously, the double beam does go through there. Okay, that is sus. Now, I can't push the... Oh, guys. End game. End game. Strong beam. Bounces off mirrors. Well, what could I push? Really just two things. One thing. That mirror down there, I could push one square south. Or the mirror I'm bouncing up. I mean, let's try the mirror that I'm doing. So I could push this. I believe that's now actually bouncing off this mirror. It's just doesn't look that way. Strong beam only lets me push one though. If I had actually pushed that south first, then I could push it east though. Right, so if I do this. Oh no, okay. Because that's hitting the back side of it. But if I push here again, okay, like this is all broken and stuff, the rendering, but like I think I'm strong right here. I'm not strong here, but I am here. Yeah, and I am, well, you can see that I'm at least able to push the thing, but it's at a wall. So I could push this to here and then push that one, but that doesn't help me. I need to fix the beam rendering. So I kind of need to propagate the strong beam. Also, I could like push that other mirror out of the way. Yeah, the beam rendering really makes this a bummer right now. Like, Okay, I could have. Save progress, fix beam rendering. Yeah, I'm not fixing the beam rendering tonight. That's going to be an issue. So, okay, basically, I need to push this guy, and I need to push him from the outside onto the exit, which sounds bad, but it's... I think I need to push him twice. Either I need to push him twice, or I need to be able to... Oh, maybe I just need to mirror past it. Maybe, so that's confusing. So I don't know if I'm trying to push the thing, push and smash it. Oh, you can smash. Okay. If I can push it once, we can smash it, and that's fine. Right, because I can pick up all these gems and repower the smash beam, as long as we don't block the smash beam. Or maybe I can just mirror into there. Which honestly, like if I could push the mirror right below the white beam, one to the left, that could happen. But I don't foresee being able to do that. Yeah, you know what? I want to save progress, fix beam rendering, and finish level, but because I think this would be a lot more fun with the beam rendering. But I don't want to fix beam rendering right now. Rip. So this might be a good place to end the stream. Are there any game-specific questions that we have? I'm transcribing the last of these to a new piece of paper. Is the top-down orthogonal view mode a major part of the gameplay experience for a regular user? I don't know what you mean by major part. Some levels have it. The big levels have it. Smaller levels don't have it because you don't need it. Oh. I need to write down the new thing in mirror promised. Long vertical column wrapping bug. Okay. Get scrape out of undo. Backpack, design, backpack, bones, bug, question mark. Okay. force field to be turned off by eliminating all entities. Do you have an idea of how you communicate that as a possibility? Well, you just design levels that teach people that, is all. Right? Because it's not actually the same force field. The button force field is different. Right now they don't look that different. Right now, because we just draw cubes of different colors, but eventually it will be more than a color change. And so you just make it very recognizable. And you make it so that if people are really far in the game and they forget what that meant, that they can go back and look for it. Let us find someone to raid. In the science and technology. It's a bunch of the usual characters up toward the top. Dude, we're in 4th place right now. Very sad. Oh, we could do 1 lives left. Let's do that. All right. Thanks, everybody. And I'll see you later. I'll see you later.